Okay, so we're doing substitution on this one. So we're going to take this right here and we're going to plug it in for this y right here. So I'm going to take 4x minus, and then remember that you need to put this in parentheses because you're going to need to multiply it by that negative. So 4x, and there are some of you that need to see that that's a -1 right there. That's fine. We take this and we multiply it through. So -5x plus 6 equals 9. Okay, I combine like terms and I get -x plus 6 equals 9. I subtract 6 from both sides, I get -x equals 3, because now it's going to be -3. X equals -3. So now I have my x value. Now I need to find my y value. So I'm going to plug that in. So y equals 5, and then I'm going to replace the x with -3. That was a horrible negative sign. Minus 6. -15 minus 6. That would get me -21. Okay, so the next problem. Uh-oh. None of these are solved for a variable. Well, I want to look for one that has a 1 or a -1 as the coefficient. And this one right here has a 1 as a coefficient. So I'm actually going to solve for that one, for that y. So I get y equals -4x minus 3. Now I can take this and plug it in for this y that's up here. So I have 2x minus 6. Then I'm going to replace the y with -4x minus 3 equals -34. 2x plus 24x plus 18 equals -34. 26x plus 18 equals -34. Subtract 18 from both sides and get 26x equals -52. Divide by 26 on both sides, and I get x equals -2. So up here, I'm going to put -2, and then I'm going to plug that in. So I'm going to plug it into the second equation, so 4x plus, and then I'm going to replace the y with -2. So that's going to be 4x minus 2 equals -3. 4x equals -1. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, why am I dividing by? Did I do something wrong? 24 plus 18. I subtracted that. No, I think I have it right. Add 2. That'll get me. Okay, I guess we have a fraction. -1/4. I can check my answer. Guys, you can check and see if this actually works. You can plug it back in. So if I take 2 and I multiply it by -2, minus 6 times -1/4 equals -34. I don't think I did something right. Something seems like it's wrong. So this would get me -4 plus 3/2. Yeah, that's not right. There is something wrong with this equation, or this problem. 2x minus 6, -4, 34. It gets me 18. I plugged it back into the original equation. 4x. Oh, I see exactly what I did wrong. Guys, did you notice I plugged in for the y value and not the x value? That's why it's important to check your work. Okay, so 4x plus y equals -3. I need to replace the x, not the y. I'm replacing the x with negative 2. Negative 8 plus y equals negative 3. I add 8. Much better. Much, much better. So y is 5. So that would be negative 8 plus 5. Yeah, that makes so much more sense. Okay, on this one, set them both equal to each other. Negative 3y plus 22 equals 2y minus 8. I'm going to add 3y to both sides. I'm going to get 22 equals 5y minus 8. Add 8 to both sides, and I get 30 is equal to 5y. Divide by 5 and get 6 equals y. The y value is 6, not the x value. So I'm going to plug it into the second equation. I think it just looks like it would be easier to plug it in there. You can plug it into either one. 12 minus 8, so x equals 4. Okay, my next one. I'm going to solve for this y right here, so I'm going to subtract 2x from both sides. I'm going to get y equals negative 2x plus 7. Take this and plug it in right here. 5x minus 3. I'm going to replace negative 2x plus 7. And then I get plus 6x minus 21 equals 23. I'm going to combine like terms and get 11x minus 21 equals 23. Add 21 to both sides. Get 11x equals 44. Divide by 11. X equals 4. Okay, so x is equal to 4. Now I'm going to plug that in to find y. So 2x plus y equals 7. So I'm going to replace, oh, I should have, that's okay. I was going to color code and I messed that up. That's okay. 8 plus y equals 7. Subtract 8 from both sides and y equals negative 1. Okay, so says the graph of the given system, the slopes, if I look at the slopes on these, they are the same. The y-intercepts, if I look at those, they are different. The solution to this is going to be no solution. The next one, I look at the number in front of the x, which is the slope, and they are the same. I look at the y-intercepts, they are also the same. So this is infinite solutions. This next one, I look at this, they are different. This and this are the same. The answer is 0. Just kidding. There will be one solution, and you would need to find that solution. Is the answer of a one solution, no solution? Slopes are different. This would be one solution. Slopes are the same, but y-intercepts are different, so that's no solution. The slopes are the same and the y-intercepts are the same. That would be infinite solutions. So this one, no solution. Infinite solutions. One solution. Infinite solutions. One solution. No solution. This one right here, solve by elimination. I need to get these opposites of each other. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to multiply this by -4. So I would get -16x plus 4y equals -44. So this would give me -14x. This cancels. And this would get me negative, that's a 0, 670, -70. I divide by -14, and I get x equals 5. Now I need to find the y value. So I'm going to plug it back in. I'm going to plug it into, I don't know, I think the first equation. So 4x minus y equals 11. So 4, I'm going to replace the x with 5, minus y equals 11. So 20 minus y equals 11. I'm going to subtract 20 from both sides. I'm going to get -y equals -9, divide by -1, and we get y equals 9. So where they run into each other is at the 0.59. Okay, next one over here. Nothing is opposite each other, nothing's the same, but which one would be easier to multiply to get opposites? If I multiply this one by -2, the x's would then cancel. So I'm going to write the first equation down. So 6x plus 3y equals 24. Then I'm going to write the second one after I've multiplied. See right there, got opposite. So that's going to get me 42. So now I'm going to add these. That's going to get me 11y equals 66. Divide by 11 and get y equals 6. So now I pick either one of the equations. I don't care. I'm going to pick the first one just because. 6x plus 3y equals 24. So I'm going to replace the y value with 6. And I get 6x plus 18 equals 24. Subtract 18 from both sides, get 6x equals 6. Divide by 6 and get x equals 1. Okay, then I come here. Oh, look at this. These two are opposites of each other already. Bam, easy. Add straight down, -12x equals -48. Divide by -12. Get x equals 4. Okay, so we have the x value. We need the y value. So -2x minus 2y equals -16. I'm going to replace the x, so -2, then parenthesis 4 minus 2y equals -16. So I get -8 minus 2y equals -16. Add 8. Add 8. -2y equals -8. Divide by -2. And y equals 4. And then this one, I don't know. I think I'm just going to multiply this by 2. So I have the first equation, 2x plus 6y equals -16. So then I get -12x minus 6y equals -54. So -10x equals -70. Divide by -10. Get x equals 7. Okay, I'm going to plug it into the first equation. Why? Because there's no negatives. 2x plus 6y equals, I mean there is, but not as many. So 2, and we're going to multiply by 7 plus 6y equals -16. So 14 plus 6y equals -16. Subtract 6y equals -30. Divide by 6, and y equals -5. Okay, given the system of equations below, what is the first step? Okay, so first step is, one of them is I could multiply the first equation by 2. If I did that, then the y's would cancel out. Then I could also, there's actually 3 on this one. I could also multiply either the first or second by -1, because then if I multiplied by -1, the x's would cancel out. Solve the system of equations by any method you want. So for me, this would be easy. I'm going to multiply this by -1. If I do that, I get -x plus 5y equals -3. 0, 0, this is 9. So this is no solution. This next one, ooh, I would go straight down. 0, 0, 0. Infinite solutions. Number 23. Oh, I would definitely do substitution. I'm going to replace with -4x. 4x plus 4x equals 24. 8x equals 24. Divide by 8. X equals 3. Plug it back into y equals -4x. Replace the x with 3 and get -12.